Our whole GDP depends on oil. Our income depends on oil. So if you say we phase out, that means we're phasing out all of Nigerians, which is not acceptable. The mandate of government is to ensure the welfare of its people, and the welfare is currently being maintained by oil and gas. So for Nigeria, it's not a phase down. The least we can agree to it's not a phase out. The least we can agree to is a phase down. And we've been appealing since COP26 to be allowed financing to develop our gas infrastructure. So we could move from oil to cleaner energy like gas, but a phase out is a no-no for Nigeria.
How does this affect the bigger scheme of things, in the larger picture, climate justice, and the people who are impacted by these fossil fuels?
But remember, in history, who started using the fossil fuels first? The developed countries. They used it to develop their own economies, right? And now the whole of Africa, almost from the Sahara down to the Cape, we have oil, we have gas. And that's practically all that we have, except the minerals that some countries have. You understand? And we, who didn't cause most of the climate change impacts, are suffering for it more. You understand? So, where is the justice for us too? We didn't cause it. We are not the greatest emitters. They are. And we are the ones bearing the brunt of the impacts of climate change. And then you now say we have to phase out when we can't even afford infrastructure that will enable all these emission reductions yet. So where's the justice for us? The ones who developed using fossil fuel, we are the ones getting the brunt of the impacts, and we cannot even use our resources to even feed ourselves, talk less of putting down climate change infrastructure. Where is the justice in that?
So what would you consider a success at this COP?
A COP is always a success as far as I'm concerned, where you have countries sit down and make their own opinions known and their perspectives also taken. Whether it's a final agreement or not, the fact that you put countries together to discuss on the way to go and reach a consensus is a success on its own.
But if we eventually end that fossil fuel phase out, what will Nigeria do?
We will not end that fossil fuel phase out, because even you will be impacted by the phase out of fossil fuel. We do not yet have alternative means of financing our economy. We're still working on an agri, we're still working on solid minerals, and also even the entertainment industry. But is it enough to provide all the things that Nigerians need to live well with? It isn't. So even you will be impacted if it's a phase out.